So this is a 2-year-old that a friend of mine asked if I would take him and just see what he's like. Smooth talking style out of a good Pepto mare, and I think what he said is somebody's got 20-30 rides on him. Don't know who it was, and I'm just going to kind of mess with him and just see where he's at, just to keep myself safe, you know, and because like I said, I don't know nothing about him. It's the first time I caught him, and so I'm just gonna, off the bat, you can see that this horse is not really wanting to be very halter broke. And again, I don't mean can I catch him in the pasture and lead him to the saddle. I'm just saying that for me, if I'm on him and I'm trying to ride him, one of the first things I'd like to do is be able to control this hind end. And you can see that he's looking to the left and he's not wanting to give anywhere on this right side. And so I'm not going to stop him, and I'm not going to break those hind quarters loose, because I want those hind quarters to soften, not give away from me. And so I'm going to let him get up against this halter rope and just kind of keep going around here, and hopefully I can get him to where he wants to soften up here a little bit behind. He's real determined. There, he's softened just a little bit. But he's real determined to be to the left right there. So I got one little soften up spot on him. So now I'm going to go back here to this way, and again he's already just completely different sided. You guys can probably see that. See, he'd rather stop and hop up in front than soften up behind, you know. So if I take this travel out of him, I don't ever feel like I'm going to get to the bottom of what's bugging him. And a lot of times it's right here in their loins there. He gave just a little bit right there. So I feel like as he goes around and I let him pull on this halter rope a little bit, starting to soften. You'll notice how he walks off on this side. See, he's so much softer, so he starts to soften in that neck. That's how I want my first few strides when I get on this horse. This is what I want it to look like, you know. Hopefully this starts to feel good to them. They start to let down, stretch all that stuff out.
That horse has let down a bunch, hasn't he, Clayton?
Yeah, and you know, it's a lot of times I feel like them horses, they just can hold those braces in those tight spots in, you know, and even getting you know, farther down the road, a horse, in my opinion, the only way they can pull on your bridle reins is if they can grab ground behind. Meaning if they can grab that ground, and if they can push off on it, you know. You notice when this horse was going around before, that inside hind leg was just driving and grabbing ground, and he was strong on that halter. Well, as soon as that foot stops grabbing ground and starts landing flat, you see, then he starts to get soft in this halter. And so a lot of times I think that people, they feel him stiff in the face or on this halter rope, and they want to punish the face or punish the nose or whatnot. But if you can work it out to where you don't take that drive out of them. You can teach them to let down and step right there, and that has to come from everywhere up in here, you know. And to me, this might sound silly, but all the bronkiness, all the pulling back, all the, you know, flopping over, not backing up, not turning, it starts here, but it hides up in here.